Okay, well, welcome back. Thank you, everybody. We just exited executive session at 6:03. It is now 6:05, so we're going to continue with our meeting. I am going to add two policies to the agenda. I'm going to be adding 12:30 and is it 17:21? So I think those are both pretty quick. So if we could move to 17:21 first. We all have copies of it already.
Okay, you want it up here?
It's a very quick edit. I don't think we need it. Pam, if you could just read us the edit.
Sure. So the edit was replacing is adding a sentence after the first sentence of the fifth paragraph that says, there may be exceptions when the student teacher / intern is also a school district employee. The district will look at the role held by the individual at all times.
So you're adding that language?
We're gonna add that language to
If you
that.
email that to me.
I can do that
Okay.
too, as soon as we're done.
Okay, Michael, you're fine with that language change?
Absolutely.
Okay, so, I don't know if we'll be able to get that on for this meeting, but we could get that on for the next meeting.
Definitely.
I think we could waive the second reading. It's just a very quick change to the,
And that's 10:21.
yes, 10:21. So we'll put that on for 10:21. Okay, and then policy 12:30. That is public participation at board meetings. Just for procedural reasons, Michael, legal has asked us to bring it back to committee to discuss it. If there's any comments or questions, I think that the board has talked about this ad nauseam. I think that we have come to a consensus on where this particular board stands with this policy. I don't think anything is going to change, but I wanted to follow proper protocol and procedures and bring it back here in case somebody in the public or you or anybody has anything to say.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, great. So we are also going to move this to 10:21.
So we're gonna do a
With no
second read?
change.
Second read, no changes, 10:21?
It wouldn't be second
It's
read.
not a
It'd be
second read.
it would just be a first read, and we will probably waive the second read. Okay?
But no changes.
I don't hear any changes being proposed.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no.
So procedurally.
Oh.
At that.
Yes,
10:21.
procedurally at that 10:21, we are gonna probably rescind the current policy as it is and then adopt this policy, which is the exact same policy. But we made a misstep, or I made a misstep on the procedure. And as the board president and the chair of this committee, we are correcting it.
Okay, so we're
I
gonna
wouldn't
retain,
take the blame if I
No.
were you.
It's done with that.
That's nice of you. You don't have to throw yourself under that bus.
All right.
I think this train was coming regardless.
I think you're
and,
right.
We're just gonna dot our i's and cross our t's.
Perfect. Okay,
yep,
thank you. All right, so we're gonna move right on over to policy 1110, school-sponsored publications, and that I think we do need copies of.
okay, so we have 1110 here, you have the red
Thank you.
line and the final draft. The final draft that went to the board, or is it? Yes. Well, he gave you one already, right?
think so. Which one?
Any for the
Michael?
public? Yeah, please.
What's Michael, sorry.
For the public.
For the public.
All right, so there is a lovely red line version here. So the last time this was revised was in a good old, no, it was 2019. It's not even that old. Look at us. All right, so I'm just going to read it. The superintendent of schools is responsible for ensuring that all district-wide publications released to the public reflecting high standards of accuracy, clarity, accessibility, and presentation. These publications must be aligned with the Carmel brand of high quality, factually accurate, and easily understood by members of the community. All materials issued on behalf of the school district shall be approved by the superintendent or their designee. Publications created at the building level, such as newsletters, announcements, or communications intended for persons in parental relations, fall under the responsibility of the building principal to review and approve. Principals are expected to ensure that school-level publications align with the Board of Education's commitment to high-quality communication. Content must be accurate, appropriate, and consistent with the board policies and superintendent regulations. All district and school publications must meet ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act accessibility standards to ensure equitable access for individuals with disabilities. When required by law and whenever possible, the district shall translate or provide translation mechanisms for documents into the most common non-English languages of district residents. Okay? So I think it looks good. Any concerns, Michael?
I don't have any concerns. Looks like we added some language for ADA and
Here, look at number 3.
Number 3.
Look at number 3. I think the question is there language or languages?
Oh, I don't have, oh, did I have that? Sorry. Returning to the committee, thank you. I didn't even see that. Or following the line in the policy, when required by law and whether possible, the district shall translate or provide translation mechanisms for documents into the most common non-English language of the district residents. So what's the,
There's languages in the red line that you just read,
Oh.
and this is a singular.
Is that it?
Unless there was another issue brought forward.
The fact that there's an S here?
the
Well,
fact
I
that there
think-
is not an S, is that the?
no, we have an S in the policy. So I think that whoever's question was maybe the district shall translate or provide translation mechanisms. So I think we talked about this a little bit. The translation mechanisms, that already is translating into their home language. So if it's something on Parent Square, they have the capability of asking for it. So it is languages. It isn't just language.
Okay.
Because we have mechanisms in already, that do provide translation into their home language, right? You just, the family signs up for that language in Parent Square, and if we can, stuff is translated, correct? Am I right?
Yes.
So then languages is the right word, I think.
Okay. And
Yes.
is it to get the elimination of the word vital that's in this red line?
Yes, I think we were removing that because I think vital is very subjective. What's vital to me might not be vital to you, and vice versa. But I don't know. I can't remember exactly. But I think that was it. That was the conversation we had at the board
I think
table. So I'm comfortable with it saying languages because if we have a mechanism, I'm not comfortable with saddling the school district to translate every single document into every single language that somebody might speak at home. But if we already have the mechanics to do that, which I think we do with Parent Square, then why wouldn't we be offering that service? That's, I mean, we want the relationship families. Like that's what we're trying to establish here.
I agree.
Michael, are you good with languages?
Yeah.
This is not newspapers or school newspapers or
No.
student publications, correct?
Mm-mm.
Just district.
This is like district documents. So like if we're sending something that says, hey, we're having a spelling bee, I don't know why I just said that, but say that's what we're having, or we're having a winter concert. If there's a way for that flyer to be in Ukrainian because that home family speaks Ukrainian and we already have that mechanism, then we should be requiring people to do that.
Great.
Right?
Yep.
Am I?
I agree.
Okay, and I think we're good. Okay. Policy 1132, use of students in public information programs. So this is also returning to us. And this was to discuss adding a cross-reference on student participation in the budget vote. Okay. This was, I think, brought by John, and he just wanted to make sure that we have used students in the past to get out the budget information in
That's a good-
videos
That's
and
a good way of saying it.
in
Budget
things.
information.
Yes. So I think that is, we just want to make sure that this isn't taking away the ability to do that, I think was the question. Do you remember, Michael, exactly?
I don't remember exactly. Clearly, I need to start taking better notes, but that sounds right to me.
So the cross-reference, I'm not 100% use of students in public. Do we have a I'm not sure what this means, cross-reference. Usually that's another policy, but I'm not so sure we have a policy about student participation in the budget vote. Right? Isn't that usually what a cross-reference is?
Mhm.
So, Joanne, I don't have my laptop. Do you know if we have a policy on student participation in the budget vote?
You guys just did one about your annual meeting, right? Which is the vote. You just did one. I'd have to pull it and look. Honestly, I don't know what's happening.
It'd just be as simple as they're participating in getting the information out to the public.
Well, that's a public information campaign.
Yeah, there are some districts that use the kids to come and actually be poll workers. We haven't done that. We have used kids posted as people leave to help us with a survey on their way out. We've used that.
So I'm not so sure what in here would, there's nothing that says that kids can't, students can't participate in that. Darn it. Thank you. You're the best, Ken. I'm getting tripped up by this cross-reference because I don't remember us
I
having.
don't remember hearing John say that.
Me
so-
neither. So maybe we need to just bring this back as it is and
Ask for clarity.
ask for clarity.
Is he asking for a cross-reference to the budget vote?
I believe that the
Is that what
conversation was,
his request is?
if it was already addressed in another policy, we would add the cross-reference. I don't know if it is.
All right, so
Oh, that's what he wanted. He
Right?
wanted yes, now I remember. He wanted the other policy cited on the policy.
Right.
Yeah, and I think Aaron mentioned, we can have it there on the website and just click
Yeah.
on it.
But I don't
And I
know
can
what
see
other
the other
policy
I'll
it
tell you
is.
to the other one.
right, but I don't know what that policy
I don't know what that
is.
policy is, but I think it was one of the ones, wasn't it the annual that Joanne mentioned that we had at the last meeting? The annual budget,
Annual meeting.
Who was that?
annual meeting, excuse me.
I'm just seeing if I can look it up real quick.
I apologize.
We may be spending way more time on
Yeah.
it now than we should, and we could just ask John for clarity and get it and make it happen. I don't think this is a pressing issue.
I agree. Or this is also something we can just, how about this? If there is another policy that mentions it, please add the cross-reference.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'll do research for you.
Okay, perfect. All right, policy 1511, advertising in the schools. Returning to committee to request legal guidance on students' rights to free speech and assembly, review administrative regulation. So we need both of those, I guess. Thank you.
So I realized something at the meeting last week, which is that John was going off of the red line version, saying this should be changed, that should be changed, right? And I realized that when the changes made at the table like
Yeah.
that, I just changed the final draft.
Right.
I wasn't changing the
Change
red
it.
line. So going forward, because he's got that in his, that's what he seems to be doing, is looking at the red lines. That's what I'm gonna do, but you may find that there are red lines that are not updated.
So Pam, have you had a chance to see if there's anything in this policy that would stand in the face of our students' First Amendment rights?
So there is not. I have a recommendation on the first paragraph where you have eliminated except as approved by the superintendent of schools. To change, that's already been eliminated, but change that to except as provided for below.
Where are you?
On
The very
on the
first
first
paragraph.
paragraph, last line, Of the
I'm
red
in
line
this one,
version.
I'm in the wrong thing, okay.
Yeah,
first paragraph, last line, to just say except as provided for below.
Okay.
Because you do include some,
Yeah, there's some specifics here.
yes,
Okay,
all right?
do you want to change that now, Joanne, or do you want her to?
Sure.
Okay,
Just getting it open right now, you just have to tell me again where it was.
First paragraph, very last line.
On
We're
school district
accept-
property.
the word accept stays there and then the rest of it is different in that paragraph, in that
Except
sentence.
as provided for below, I think was Pam's line, suggested.
Okay, so, say again, I'm so sorry.
Except as provided for below,
We want
except stays.
that.
anything else in here that,
Just
We
doing a
should be-
quick review for you.
then we can look at the, regulation.
Oh. To that,
To the regulation?
yeah, no, to the whole
Oh.
subject of that.
You want me to put the regulation up?
As long as Pam lets us move forward and we're not violating anybody's First Amendment rights. That would be a problem.
Oh, yeah, I had something on the regulation.
There is nothing in the policy that inhibits a student's First Amendment rights.
Great.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's move on to the regulation. We talked about this last time because it was very hard to put this into effect without there being some guidance from the superintendent's office on how that works. So Erin very nicely put this on. Each building's gonna have this designated area. It's up to the principal to know where that.
So Erin and I were talking about this, I think, but that we said it could be more than one area. Because if you have a giant building, it could be in a different part of it, so it could be designated areas.
So you wanna put, okay. So each school building will have a designated area, or we could put
I would take
S
out the, would have
areas.
designated area,
Yeah.
or area or areas,
Yeah.
either way.
Area or areas?
Yeah, each building principal or the designee shall identify designated locations
Yeah,
at the start of each school year, communicate the locations
Answers your question.
and posting procedures.
Yes, answers your question.
Staff
Yeah.
responsibility, district personnel may not solicit orders, distribute advertised materials, or collect
What
shared
did you- what did-
goods during school hours or on school property, use the position of their personal financial gain connections to sell, promote, or advertise.
So.
Go ahead.
So if this says on school property or school hours, right? School hours or on school property.
Mhm.
Do we want to clarify, are there any situations where we might allow someone to solicit orders on school property but not during school hours?
I mean, like if there's an event
Correct.
in the evening,
Yeah,
but what is school, you'd have to define school hours. School hours could be,
I
it
think it's
could
when
be 8 to
students.
4, but it could also be in the evening if there's events.
So it's not a commercial purpose. So let's say it's a basketball game and I'm the booster club, right? And it's not for commercial purpose, but I'm doing a fundraiser that's been approved by the board. of selling basketball t-shirts, right? $20, we only pay 10, you get $10 bonus on each t-shirt, right? Would that be in violation of this? I don't believe so. Right? So, what you don't want is Dick's Sporting Goods coming in
Right.
and selling that.
Well, let's say, yeah,
They're selling t-shirts, like I'm selling a plain Nike t-shirt at the game.
No.
That's commercial purpose.
what about if there's a PTA meeting and someone wants to sell cookies that their child is selling for some fundraiser?
So that would not be permitted because that is not for a benefit for the school, right? The PTA would have had to have done a fundraising form to sell cookies to benefit the PTA.
As long as it's oatmeal raisin, it's okay.
Okay, so I mean, I think that all of the things that are permissible are caught with the fundraiser policy. So as long as you follow the fundraiser policy, you really can't be in violation of this.
Right.
Okay?
So I think one suggestion would be that it not just be for on school district property or on-campus event, but a school district function.
Okay, so where is that?
Yeah,
That-
because-
That way, if it's an
School
away
district
game, right?
sponsor.
Or it's homecoming at,
I just went to an inter-district music event for Northern Westchester. So for instance, and we wouldn't want somebody selling Nike t-shirts.
exactly, that said tenors other guys, right? So
Nike's a
you-
fine company, I'm just saying.
Should say sponsored.
Or for school district sponsored events.
Where is that
Sanctions,
area? Like,
sponsored.
where can we add that language?
So you could use of school facilities, property, school district events, whether on or off campus, and personnel.
I'm sorry, I'm at my work now, forgive me.
So look at the top, advertising in the
Page you want.
schools.
Yep.
I'm on the first page.
Oh, right here. Use of-
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's take it right up front.
Uh-huh.
Use of school facilities, property, school district functions on and off campus. I would put on and off campus in parentheses. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To you?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
Anything else? Anybody?
So this is what we changed, is the or areas and then areas here, plus we added that.
You
I
got it.
think so.
No.
Oh.
What?
No, in where it says communicate, it should say locations. Melissa said that. Down below.
Oh, yeah.
No, you went too far.
Oh,
Further up.
Communicate the locations.
Yep, and then one line above it, locations.
Okay.
I think that
I think
that
that's
picked
it.
it all up.
So if you look at staff responsibilities, 1 and the 2 bullet points, I'm just pointing that out based upon a conversation we had before.
Right.
If that helps.
Else?
Mm-hmm. Wait,
Now,
yes,
I just asked, are these going back to the board now?
yes.
The
21st.
regulation does not go back.
Yeah, the regulation doesn't, but the,
Seven of three.
policy can go 1021, okay?
Yep, thank you.
Alrighty. Policy 1900, persons in parental relationship and family engagement. Returning to the committee to discuss the legal definition of parent. Oh goodness,
I remember that.
that's heavy. I don't-
remember that.
You remember that? So maybe you can refresh my memory.
Well, I believe it was Jim Wise that was
Thank you.
asking the definition of a parent. A parent could be a guardian. A parent could be.
Oh, here it is. The federal definition of the term parent and/or, that doesn't make sense, refers to a natural parent, legal guardian, or persons standing in loco
Local.
parentis, such as a grandparent or step-parent with whom the child lives, or a person who is legally responsible for the child. So are they checking to make sure that that's the legal definition?
So,
Maybe-
I mean, yeah, because
I
this
think
was
that's what it
adopted
was,
and last reviewed, 1999
So,
and 2018.
Is that still the legal
I
definition of
believe
a parent?
under Title I, that is still.
That was the only question about that.
Yes. So that is the question for all the legal scholars in the room. Or the restaurant and
I was just gonna say that. I really
and the
was.
hotel people. We learned a little fact about Ken today, that he has a degree in restaurant and
Hotel and restaurant manager. Minor.
A minor.
Yes, don't be concerned about what I do. I do have a degree in that too.
I'm like, it's interesting, Ken, tell me more.
Well, I taught that on the graduate level, actually.
You should be on an island somewhere. Taking care of guests.
Who is a parent for the purposes of Title I? The term parent includes, in addition to a natural parent, a legal guardian or other person standing in loco parentis, such as a grandparent or step-parent with whom the child lives, or a person who is legally responsible for the child's welfare. This is section 9101-31 from ESEA.
Okay, so it's exact language.
That's almost word for word. The
Yeah.
beginning was a little different,
So the
but it was
federal,
just, I think, just the way the definition was worded there.
No, this is from.
I don't know why this
Department
and
of
or is there,
US
right? Shouldn't it
Department of
just say the
Education,
federal
Title I
definition of the
statute.
term parent
Yeah, I don't know why that's in. and or
refers
what.
to, right? Parent,
Yeah,
is
and
it
or
pa-
what?
and or what, right? Is it parent or parents? It should just be parent, right? It's a
Parent.
singular
Parent.
definition.
It's singular.
It's singular, right? Okay, so we've got to cross off that S, remove the and or, and carry on with the sentence. No, I think that was the only question. They wanted to make sure the definition was
still
the
has to
same.
be.
Yep.
Well, the rest
They
of
have
it
to
is
do it
singular.
in title, the heading as well. Right above the paragraph, Title I, which should be person in parental relations, not person.
Person.
Yep.
Fine. Yes. So we need to remove the S there too, which is on the first page, Joanne.
That's in the first word of titles. There you go.
Excellent. Look at us. Moving right along, guys. You good, Joanne?
Yes, not bad.
Hi. 7, policy 6511, health insurance for retirees. Returning to committee to add back in the language not contractually covered but necessary.
Thank you.
You want
No, it's all yours. That's my understanding.
this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had, so we're looking at the item 2, which is really what we're looking at here is, so this was taken out because we thought this was covered contractually when we removed it, but some of the contracts call for it, some of the contracts don't call for it, and that's what the if eligible means here. It doesn't mean whether you're related to somebody or they work there, or eligibility is related to contracts. And so that's the sole reason for putting this back in. So some people are eligible for it, some are not. It's like other benefits. Some contracts have it, some contracts don't.
So for clarity, you're just putting in 2B goes back in.
Yes.
What about C and C?
Voluntary health insurance opt-out. Retirees may opt out from coverage in the school district's plan upon filing written notice for exercising that option. Do we need to say that?
No, you're self-insured. Right? Isn't that because you're self-insured?
Yes, it was only, yes, we don't need to.
So we just
say that.
want 2B to be added back in.
Yes,
Okay, just 2B, not C.
correct.
Okay, so we'll add that in and we will put this on 10/21. You good with that, Michael?
Fine with me.
Okay. All right. We do have a little time. Do you wanna just quickly look at your, social media policy?
Yeah.
All right.
That I don't have. You know what number it is? Do we have one?
We do
No,
not have one,
but
but
he
that's the
brought
purpose of the
something
discussion.
just for discussion.
It
So-
is lengthy.
Yes, ours is too, or our draft is. I could probably find it if somebody.
Probably find it somewhere too.
That is your.
I'll take it.
That is yours, that is the
Okay.
from Michael just shared with us.
Oh, no, I already have one. Okay.
So you have in your, one of your, you have a social media use for district already, I believe.
For like, district maintained social media pages, right?
Correct, so you're bringing this example for,
Oh, I'm just bringing this as an example, of one that I found in a nearby district that addresses personal use and responsibility by both students and staff. And it has some, well, you can read it. And like you mentioned, Pam, we would have to make sure that this policy, is up to date and legal according to whatever recent cases have been decided since 2022.
We can have a discussion. Maybe the four of us. Okay.
We should still have time. He didn't send it on to you. He didn't send it to us. I'll just put this away for another time. Should we need?
Mm-hmm, I got mine here too.
Is that putting stuff on there, or is it just putting it? There's nothing. Bless you. There's nothing
That's just a
recorded on here.
security key.
Oh, okay.
No, that gets us in.
That's not for my committees. It's just for this committee.
Right, policy committee, each committee has its own key. You should have your own key for your committees.
I think Steve or somebody. I didn't take it.
They
Somebody did
probably.
take it. Somebody did take it. It was you. When they brought over the
Yeah, and I gave it
computers.
back to them, so they have.
Who's that? To the
Tech.
tech guys? Okay.
I thought they gave it back to you, but I guess.
I should never have that.
Red line. Update.
Trying to find the one we used and find. Looking. I think most of the ones we looked at, like I found the email where all the policies we looked at are. We looked at this school, which I don't even know where it is. Altmar Parish, Williamstown Central School. We looked at that policy.
I don't know where that is.
Maybe.
Washingtonville's only 45
we
minutes
looked
away.
at, these were, when we looked at them, these were like the relevant ones that like people in the state were looking at.
Mhm.
That one,
Which one in PA?
we looked at,
That was Pennsylvania, you said?
I don't know.
Oh,
Washingtonville,
Washingtonville's in New York.
We looked at,
That's about 45 minutes away on the other side of the river.
what'd you say, Williamstown?
Camden,
That's Jersey.
Yeah, look. See this email? From Julia from Paralegal? She referenced, she gave us Williamstown, Camden,
There.
Hamilton, New Hartford.
and
RFA.
Rome, I think.
When was
Could
that?
Probably find
It's
all of them.
January.
That was in like 23.
Well, this
Rome,
was
New
in
York.
January 24, but I could probably, I'm sure I can find it.
All right.
And, but then we had one, like, we had like a sample that we like, yeah, here's Rome. I have
Yeah,
Rome.
Rome's not on
And,
this.
and that addresses personnel.
Yes,
So-
that's what it all is. Yeah. So there was like all of these policies.
Here's Rome.
And where's the Carmel one then? That we did have a red line version. I think I have a like a
Is it
hard.
Employee social media and social networking? Just found
Looks
this.
like it.
What-
to me.
802.
Can you print one so I can look at it up close?
Chocolate never.
It was in 23 and 4 that we
Go
were
down.
on, so it's
Yeah,
This
so the date,
was-
so January 24th.
2021, was the last time we revised it. So I don't know what this is. And I can't print it right now for whatever reason.
that might be it, Michael.
Yeah, it looks like that to me.
And that's 8022.
And that's a current policy, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
I want to go into the board docs. So. I just pulled this out of my Word stuff.
But you can't print that?
I might be able to in 1 second. Let me just-
I
What is
can't-
that under? Is
I
that under
can't see it.
fiscal management?
So one of the
Everything's
things
under
that,
fiscal
no,
management.
see, it's not here.
Yeah, I didn't think you guys
I-
I don't
passed it.
think we approved, I don't know.
I was
Passed it.
not able to find it when I was like, I mean,
That's why I want to see the actual policy.
it's,
Something whack, something, it was on 1 or 2 agendas and it just,
Agendas of policy meeting or report?
it flew over the cuckoo's nest.
That's an actor.
Not sure what happened to it. But I have like, I
it
have
was
to,
2024. I mean, a lot was happening. That was when.
Yeah.
Everything hit the fan.
okay,
So it would make sense that sort of
left the
fell
building.
off.
I was told this was such a calm place.
It is, very calm.
It certainly seems to be.
We're calm.
But what throws me off
Is this,
is this, because it's not coming up here.
but
in Word
I'm
docs.
pretty sure we did.
You
But when
passed
did
it.
I come on the board?
Were
was
you
one of the
It
there?
was-
first
it was
things we
way
worked
before
on.
2024.
Yeah, that was with.
But was it in 20, yeah, because this says.
You were
That was
reelected. in
before.
This says 9/14/21, revised 10/19/21.
Oh, so you weren't.
Was that
Just
the,
when you came
I think it's
back?
when I
You just
first got on the
on here.
board.
Just got
And
on
I
here.
know this was one of the first things we did because of all of the chaos that was happening.
But it's not in board docs.
But it's
I'm not
gone,
finding
it's
it in Word
missing.
docs.
And then we
I wasn't able to find
revised it in 24,
Where do you?
but
see
it never went on for a second read in 24.
Okay.
So it's never been approved by the board?
No, it was approved, this
But
version
802
wasn't,
First, and then
this was adopted on 9/4/2021.
And
But she's saying she can't find it.
you said there was another change that was.
Yes, we revisited it in 23 and 24. And it was like a long working policy that just kept coming back. And we reviewed, we wanted to see what other people in the state were doing because we got a lot of
It's over,
pushback.
it's over here.
That's why we got
Well,
those 7 samples.
This
It's
is,
back.
this is, hold on.
Is that us? It might not even be Carmel.
This, well, there's a problem.
That's a problem here. I didn't look at it close enough. Is it Carmel? It might
This
not.
is on our, I mean, this could be, you know, you're right, this could be, but it says Camden.
Yeah, I don't think, it might not be Carmel.
It says Camden Central School District on the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is Camden, look.
Yeah, it's not
Well, I'm
Carmel.
glad
But the-
Camden passed one.
But there is one,
We, however, need to do better work.
all right.
At
So,
least change the.
I'm gonna do some-
Camden seal on it.
I'm gonna do some very deep digging.
Oh, we didn't
You-
approve.
This
Okay.
is not yours.
Good. So
But
I'm
that
gonna,
would make,
but
that makes
there
me feel
was,
better about it not being on board.
but it
docs.
has been on our full board agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 100% sure. So what we need to do is find it. And I might be able to find a hard copy of it because I think I have like a thing with all of those.
Okay, Jason might too, he had a giant
Yeah.
binder.
There's-
Not Deb, we threw all of hers in the fire last weekend. We had a policy burning party.
So were you wearing hats and chanting around the fire?
Is there something important that you would want so that if you were to make a,
I think we want to make sure it's cleaned up. People understand that when they are having their own social media, though they have obviously First Amendment rights and all of that, but they're like similar to what the legal advice board members were told, that there has to be disclaimers about, you're not working in your
I like
capacity.
some of
and-
this language
yeah.
here.
So I think those are the things, and that is what you guys told us when we wrote this policy. So if I could find it, or your office could,
my office.
your
will
office probably
have
has it.
Yeah.
Because
Some
you guys-
specific things I would like to see.
Yeah. Read it.
Will not post any material which may result in the disruption of classroom or district activities. The district is entitled to make this determination based on the facts surrounding the material as the district reasonably believes them to be. Online behavior should
Which number
reflect-
was that?
That was number 9.
Okay.
Online behavior should reflect the same standards of honesty, respect, and consideration. We could use some of our own terminology there, that are used in face-to-face contact and be in accordance with the highest professional standards. Online activities and communications which are improper, unethical, illegal.
Can you just tell me which
That's
area?
number
So
4.
that's personal use?
This is
Page 3 of 4.
the sample policy.
I know, but are you
bylaw.
under personal
Personal use
use?
and responsibility.
Okay, so-
This is number 4.
Wait. So all of the ones you just read are under the personal use?
Yeah.
Personal use
Okay, so
and
that's, I just want to see what it says about what is personal use is defined. So defined as the use that is not related to an employee's job duties for the district or his or her professional interests. An employee checking his or her personal Facebook page, sending out a personal tweet, or watching the latest viral video YouTube are examples. Okay, so the district does not allow personal use of social media during the district. Employees are personally responsible for all comments and information.
I think the first one is important. The district does not allow personal use of social media during work hours and on district-owned devices.
No, I think that's very good, yeah.
One of the things we have to do, because I agree with you, but I believe that is actually covered in your acceptable use policy. So I just want to,
Okay.
I want to make sure we're being consistent with the AUP as well.
Okay.
Because that'll talk about your network as
There's,
well.
there are a lot of good specifics in here. If you're going to use a social media site for personal use, of course, you shouldn't use your district email address to register for that
Right.
site. This seems like common sense, but should be spelled out so there's no confusion.
I think some of the thing on here, while mindful of employees' First Amendment free speech rights,
Yeah, just
district
read that.
personnel who participate in social networking websites, including the district, will not post any material which may result in the disruption. See,
We have to work on that language.
that to me is a little bit limiting of people's First Amendment rights, so we have to be careful there.
It should be limiting of their First Amendment.
Well, I don't think we're allowed to do that.
No, just because they work in a school, we're not under the law, they still have the First Amendment rights.
Yeah, I didn't say we should take them away, but everyone's First Amendment rights are limited. They don't have carte blanche.
But
so
not by
what
the
they can say.
government, and we are a government. We are.
We're
the
also,
school district is a
we're also
government.
engaged in an employee-employer relationship.
Right, and we can tell them what they can do on the employees' devices.
It says right here. while
But that
being
doesn't mean just
mindful of
'cause it says
employees'
it.
First Amendment speech.
This is, as I mentioned before, I think we'll just take a look at the
Yeah,
date
we'll
because
take
this
a look
is,
at it.
this is dated in a couple cases since this date.
We're gonna get some language in there and I'm gonna get it up for a vote. So, it'll be up to the board whether we're gonna pull that trigger. But I think that staff employees should not have carte blanche as to what they can say on social media, especially if it impacts the school district and the educational environment. I think there is plenty of precedent has been set, especially recently, in that regard.
You mean like cases that are different than we've heard?
No, things that have happened.
Things that have
Sure, but those haven't gone through the cases, so there's no precedent.
Well, legal precedent, maybe not, but there is certainly,
That's what we have to wait for. It's legal, if we're setting policy, we have to be abiding by the laws, that's.
none of this, I don't think, is stripping away anyone's First Amendment right, but that'll be up to Pam
Right, that's what I think when,
and any cases that happen.
However-
It'll be up to the board after we share with you
Correct.
the legal framework.
Thank
Do you
you
have
for
a
that.
template then to work with?
I have a template.
yeah, and
to
I
go
will
with.
find you the other, I'll
I have
find
all
you the other
the-
stuff.
The other, yeah, no, whatever you have,
I
send me.
have all of these from the policy service.
Yeah, just feel free to send me those.
Alright.
And I'll compare it with ones that we have. The other aspect on here is the liking of third-party sites. Because that's a new area
Mhm.
that is being looked at harder and harder.
Say that again, the liking,
Liking of third-party sites.
can you give me an example?
So,
Like while you're at work or on your personal stuff?
at both, I've seen this affect individuals in both the personal and in the work realm, right? So I have my work, I'll start with work. I have my work social media, right? I'm promoting the athletic department, right? But I link to a site. By me liking that site and me reposting, I am now taking accountability for anything that site has said.
Oh.
So if that site has been inappropriate in the past,
I agree.
right? I'm taking responsibility for that. Same thing if I'm personal, right?
Yeah.
If I'm liking, use the
It's considered support.
Namboy
Yeah,
case, right?
of course.
I'm liking, if I repost, I'm taking accountability for everything else reposted.
Yeah.
Posted by that site. So that's an aspect that we want to just spell out here.
With the use of, we're talking about, with the use of district email and social media.
Correct.
You can obviously, if a staff member in their personal use social media likes a certain page, and just likes a certain page,
No,
we can't do anything about that.
but
But if,
repost.
right, if it's coach so-and-so of the Carmel Central School District likes or reposts or follows a certain account or social media, yeah, that should absolutely be addressed.
Great, so we will put that on for the next agenda.
For
Oh, we're looking at this way. We're gonna put that on for the next agenda. That's good. That might be, that and whatever comes back, this might be all we're gonna be talking about. Well, I'm gonna save my last 5 minutes to see.
You meant November 3rd, the next policy.
Yes, I think that's what I meant, November 3rd.
Yeah, that'll be November
was
3rd
busy.
policy.
That won't be-
Well, you'll be doing.
I don't
you'll
think
be
you
taking
ever had
notes
any
to
days that aren't
pass on
busy.
to him
No,
right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna end with opening up for the last 5 minutes, if there's anybody from the public that would like to address the board at this time. No? No? Awesome, well, can I have a motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
All in favor? Second, all in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Very nice to see
Stop
you,
this.
Michael.
Cheer.
Can I have you for a little 5 minutes or 3 minutes?
I can.